Well, when I walked Ziggy this morning, I didn't check the temperature before I went out, and as soon as I opened the door, I thought, whoa. And then I walked him, and by the time I got back, my face hurt. So I just came up and checked the temperature. It was 25 or 6 yesterday. Not that cold when I woke up, maybe high teens. So the temperature is definitely lower today. I don't know what Marty's doing, but he's making some funny noises. Anyway, Michael's coming over. We're supposed to spend the whole day outside working on the zipline today. So, of course, it's ridiculously cold. And not only that, but I checked the temperature when I got back from the walk. Then I made breakfast and I looked up and the temperature had gone down. So, awesome. So, I'm going to have breakfast and then sharpen my saw inside the house because I have no intention of standing outside any longer than I need to before I'm working and keeping warm. So I'll sharpen my saw and then I'm hoping to get all the debris from our felling the other day cleared up before Michael gets here, so we have clean space to work. Since Michael's coming over today, and I'm hoping we progress on this project to the point where we can actually send at least a test weight down the zipline, I need to get the seat figured out. The seat will be attached to the trolley with a carabiner and this rope, which is 3/4 inch dock rope. Before Michael gets here, I want to put a loop in the end which will go into the carabiner opposite the trolley. That means it's time to break out one of my favorite skills from my days as a Boy Scout: splicing. I learned a lot as a Boy Scout. If I ever come down to it, I could keep myself alive in the woods, and if I was in this situation by choice, I'd have some things that would make my life relatively comfortable while I was doing that surviving. That would include, at minimum, a knife, a hatchet, at least 2 ways to make fire, and rope. Building fires and cooking on them was one of my 2 favorite skills learned as I progressed toward the rank of Eagle Scout. The other was anything to do with rope. When it came to the cooking, my scoutmaster was into cast iron on an open flame and taught us how to make the most amazing food while camping. Some of that came without the use of Dutch ovens. He liked to experiment and bring us along. Thanks to him, I've cooked an egg on a stick, boiled water in a paper cup on a fire, and made a hamburger inside a hollowed-out onion. But, unlike with the cooking, he knew when he didn't know with the rope. Fortunately, he had a connection. His brother was in the Navy, and that guy knew how to do amazing things with rope, at least in the eyes of an impressionable kid who had never seen anything like it. Once I learned some knots from that guy, I was hooked. And later in life, I find the construction of a good fire and the use of my rope skills are, perhaps, the most useful skills I gained in Scouts. One of those rope skills is the splice, which, when you boil it down, is just weaving. When you're done, the rope looks nice. It's stronger than any knot, and, in fact, is nearly as strong as if you'd purchased a rope that's finished thickness in the first place. And the rope now contains an eye loop, which is just what I need for this zipline project. What's up, bud? You want to learn how to splice rope? Okay. It's a pretty useful skill. Come on over and sit down. For a little while, I was worried this day was going to be one of those days when nothing seems to go quite right. How could I not be worried when the first thing that happened was my chainsaw flooding, and I couldn't get it started.
Start clearing all this up, so it won't start. Pretty excited about that.
Did you test to see if it had spark?
Oh, you and your comments. I'll put them here so they don't roll off. Well, you know, I don't want to spend all day looking for fasteners in the woods. What?
Just my sight is telling me that my head is just a little below level.
Now you're substantially below level with this from up here. So this is why I like working with Michael. This is just all kinds of fun. I think we've cleared everywhere. We just did the, I went and got the pole saw because we were running the mason's line and realized that we were running into branches, and we're only at the level of, let me show you here. We're only at the level of the platform. So we actually need to go higher up on the tree, as high as we can get, and wrap it around. So we're only at this level, and we need to be, let's say, 8 feet higher. So wherever the string is going to be level, I went and got a mason's level last night, and Michael's going to set up a ladder about halfway down and see if he can see the level when I bring the string taut. So we have to go higher even than the string. So we were clearing that out, and I think we've got that all done. and Michael went to get a level, and, you know, I don't know what, I guess I don't know what they're called, a level, a carpentry level. I have a 2-footer, a 4-footer, and a 6-footer, so I'm not sure which he's going to come back with, but he's going to put it on the platform and sight it down, and we're going to use that as a backup to the mason's level, because he doesn't think we're going to be able to get the mason's line tight enough. I think it's never going to be perfectly tight, but I think it's going to be tight enough. So we're just going to use this level and eyesight as a sort of as a backup way of checking. But we're just having all kinds of fun. Whenever we get together and work, one of us always makes sure that we bring some beer. It's just fun, you know, to hang out with a friend and work in the woods and drink a couple beers and tell jokes, and it's a lot of fun. I'm glad I ran the extension cord out here yesterday for the what is that? The impact driver that that didn't work because it didn't have the right size socket fitting, and secondly that I didn't need because we're not going to go up there after talking to Emily and redesigning this and building the platform at a more reasonable level. But the extension cord is powering my camera right now, which is because it's so cold out today. The battery is just totally drained. So if I unplug this right now, pretty sure the camera just shut off instantly. Anyway, I'm gonna go see if I can get up there with a spray paint can, and once we find what's reasonably close to level. Oh, some eagles flying around. Don't know if you guys can hear that. But we're gonna find us. Did you find it? Are you looking at eagles? Where are they? Yeah, I can hear them, but I can't see them. Anyway, he's coming back out, so we're gonna get to this. Now we're in the math section of this, so it's good that he's brought out more beer. And we're both getting cold, so we're going to go inside by the wood stove and do this math. Length, 180 feet. Distance between anchors. This is a sample worksheet. I think there's a blank one somewhere.
Well, we're at 184, so you can ballpark it pretty easily from
Basically,
180.
you think I should just use that?
Yes.
All right, sweet. So, zipline slope, 5.
5 what?
5 feet. So I can drop 5 feet from level.
What's the least you can drop?
That, the least? Well,
Doesn't matter. The most you can drop is 5
the most
feet.
you can go is 5.
That still puts it really high.
Yeah, that's still really high. And then the sag is 4 feet, which is, I don't know if, it's not clear to me if the sag is in a certain spot on the line.
Probably the lowest point, which would be somewhere near the middle.
But it's not somewhere near the middle. If
I
you go
don't
5
want to
feet.
do my dumb thinking on camera.
Fair enough.